Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, NosaaNation, man. Today we got a new special video, man. How good was Charles Barkley, actually? Now, you guys wanted me to react to this video, judging by the poll that I put up, I think yesterday or earlier today. And, yeah, man, I just want to let you guys know, bro, like, I just want to let you guys know that I've been so busy in the last week, bro. And I just needed a break. I really needed a break. I felt burnt out. I needed a break, you know, from making videos a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But and even right now, as I'm recording this, I'm kind of like, you know, one of those not in the best mood, but not in the best mood, but like not like moody. I'm just chilling. Like, I just be like, man, I just want to chill, but you know, I gotta get this shit done. You feel me? I gotta get these videos out there for y'all, man, because y'all deserve it. Feel me? Because without y'all, I wouldn't have 4K subscribers. I wouldn't have 1 million channel views. I wouldn't have these things, bro, without you guys. So with that being said, let's get straight to the video. And yeah, man, let's get straight to the video, man. It's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it. I can sense it. Let's get straight to it, though.
Younger NBA fans think of Charles Barkley as the funny analyst on Inside the NBA, maybe not fully realizing what a beast of a player he really was. Barkley is one of the best power forwards to ever play, and he remains one of the best players that never won an NBA title. Here's the career retrospective of Sir Charles Barkley. How good was he really in his prime, and where does he rank among the all-time greats? Pre-NBA.
We about to find out.
Charles Barkley was born and raised in Leeds, Alabama, and he spent most of his childhood playing basketball and eating. As a junior in high school, he weighed—
Where do y'all find these baby pictures, bro?
240 pounds at 5'10", and nobody thought that he would make it as a player. And even though he grew to 6'4" during the summer, his weight also ballooned, and Barkley had cleared the 300-pound mark. Even at that size, Charles was still unbelievably jumpy and mobile, which got him a scholarship from the University of Auburn, then exclusively known for football. In college, Barkley still had a lot of trouble with weight and would often order multiple pizzas almost every night. And by the morning, there would remain nothing but the carton boxes.
Ayo, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Pizza sounds really good right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Being on a diet, bro, that shit is the hardest shit ever, bro. I don't know how people can, like, just eat the same shit every day. Like, you're eating salad, chicken, salad, egg. Like, oh my gosh, it gets tiring after a while, bro. Like, damn. That's why you gotta rotate. But god damn, bro. It's like, I don't know how y'all can, like, because after a while, I get tired of chicken sometimes, man. Like, I want to eat chicken, man. I've been eating chicken all week. You know what I'm saying? But yo, pizza sounds good right now, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would love to have a nice, you know, a nice pepperoni pizza right now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That'd be so good, bro. But nah.
It came in. Assistant coach Sonny Smith recalled the general opinion on Barkley during his Auburn days. He's fat, but on the court, he's like a hurricane. He clears out everything in front of him. Barkley's trademark play was grabbing the rebound, dribbling the full length of the court, and then finishing with a thunderous jam at the other end. Charles played center at Auburn and led the Southeastern Conference in rebounding in each of his 3 college seasons, despite being shorter than every other center by at least 4 or 5 inches. Because of his hefty posterior and crazy athleticism, he earned himself the nickname the Round Mound of Rebounds, which stuck for the rest of his career. Charles averaged 14.8 points on 68% shooting, 9.6 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.7 blocks per game in college. He led the Auburn Tigers to their first ever appearance in the NCAA tournament in 1984. This earned him a place in the 2nd All-American team and the 5th pick in the 1984 NBA draft, where the Philadelphia 76ers selected him in the best draft class in history. Moses, and adjusting to the NBA. Barkley didn't want to get drafted by the Sixers because he thought he would only be able to make $75,000 because of Philadelphia's salary cap situation. So, he intentionally went on a 2-day eating binge just before the draft so that the Sixers would pass on him, and that he could earn more money somewhere else. However, the Sixers selected him despite Barkley weighing over 300 pounds. But when the season started, Charles found out that he couldn't dominate the NBA, being 50 pounds overweight. Unlike Michael Jordan, who got drafted in the same draft class by the perpetual lottery team in Chicago Bulls, Barkley came into a veteran team who had just won the NBA championship in 1983. In Philly, he was schooled by two future Hall of Famers, Julius Erving and Moses Malone. It was Malone who became Barkley's primary mentor.
Oh, and rest in peace to Moses Malone. He actually passed away. I think he passed away like a few I think he passed away like a few years ago.
And the person who had the biggest influence on his NBA career. "You're fat and you're lazy," Moses said to Barkley during his rookie year. If anybody else had said
like
that to him, a fiery 22-year-old Charles would have probably cursed him out and kept eating pizzas. But because Moses Malone was a three-time NBA MVP and the Finals MVP from the 1983 championship team, Barkley had no other choice but to listen. He trimmed down to 250 pounds, which has more or less been his playing weight throughout the best.
Respect your elders, man. To all you YNs out there, or respect your elders, man. For real. Sometimes. I mean, not sometimes. If they respect you, respect them, man. If they tell you something, listen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen. But just don't be listening to any old head. If you have an old head in your life and they did shit with their life and they trying to give you some type of advice, don't listen to their ass, bro. Their ass is just, they tweaking, bro. But if they did something in their life that you could look up to, that you're inspired by, and they tell you, hey, bro, the path that you're on right now is you're fucking up right now, bro. Listen, bro. Listen to that person, because they know the way. You feel me? They don't know your path, but they know how to get to a certain level. So listen to your old head, man. To that old head. But if a motherfucker never did nothing in their life and they trying to give you advice on shit, bro, don't to that person. That person is tweaking. That person he ain't did shit, bro. You ain't do shit, bro. Listen, if you ain't do shit in your life and you ain't did shit, you ain't working. You ain't working at some big ass corporation. You ain't working at Google or at YouTube headquarters. You ain't working over there, bro. Like, don't tell me shit, bro. Don't tell me shit. Like, don't tell me what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Give me options, but don't tell me what I should do and what I shouldn't do, bro. I know what I want to do. You know what you want to do. Let's leave it at that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You did what you did, and I'm doing way better than you, bro. It is what it is. Especially if it's an old head that, you know what I'm saying, doesn't even have a fucking car, bro. Like, at least I got a car, bro. Like, some of y'all don't even got a fucking car. They try to tell a young man, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that because you're older than me. So you went through stuff before I did, because it ain't my fault because I was born after you. Like, what the hell? Like, get out of here, bro.
Years of his career. And even though he wasn't bad as a rookie, averaging 14 points and 8.6 rebounds per game, after he lost those 50 pounds, he averaged 20 and 13 as a sophomore. Leader of the team and early playoff exits. After Barkley's second season in the NBA, the 76ers decided to trade Moses Malone and give the team's reins to Barkley, which was a huge mistake. It's not that Barkley wasn't capable of carrying a team at that point, but the fact was that Moses had a lot of good basketball left in the tank. Big Mo was an all-star in the next 3 years in Washington and Atlanta, averaging 21 points and 12 rebounds. The players that the Sixers got in return didn't pan out, and Barkley might have won a championship in those 3 years with Moses. Instead, he became by far the best player on the team, which was great for the stat sheet, but he lacked the quality support to make it far in the playoffs. After Dr. J's retirement in 1987, the Sixers didn't win a playoff series in 4 years, despite stellar performances from Barkley. Sir Charles averaged 26 points and 12 rebounds from 1986 to 1991. And each season, he was in the NBA
26 and 19 rebounds? That's what he said?
Great for the stat sheet, but he lacked the quality support to make it far in the playoffs. After Dr. J's retirement in 1987, the Sixers didn't win a playoff series in 4 years, despite stellar performances from Barkley. Sir Charles averaged 26 points and 12 rebounds from 1986 to 1991.
26 and 12 rebounds, that's still good, but god Damn.
Season, he was in the NBA top 10 in both scoring
rebounds?
and rebounding. He led the league in true shooting percentages 4 years in a row in that span. Along with 4 assists, he was dishing out every night. By the end of the 80s, Chuck was not far behind Magic and Jordan in the contention for the best basketball player alive. However, frustration grew over the Sixers' management's inability to build a good team. Barkley had the biggest mouth in the entire league, and he often criticized the organization's leadership and regularly expressed his dissatisfaction in the media. This was also reflected on the floor, where he often got into verbal and physical duels with rival players, as well as quarrels with fans, both home and away. It didn't matter. It all culminated in January of 1991, when he responded to insults from the stands by spitting at the man who insulted him. But instead, he spat on the little girl sitting in that part of the stands. That incident changed him forever, as he vowed never to lose control like that again on the court. For the 1992 season, Barkley was named an All-Star for the sixth.
Come on, man. Can't be spitting on him off. I mean, like, come on, man. That's crazy, bro. I know it would happen a long time ago, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. You don't spit on nobody. That's just you just don't do that shit, bro. Unless they spit on you, but you don't spit on nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, if a motherfucker spit on me, man, they catching these hands, bro. Yeah, for real, bro. They catching these hands, bro. The hell? Spit on me, bro? What? Never. Ain't nobody able to spit on me, man. Bro.
Sixth year in a row. But after the Sixers failed to make the playoffs, Charles was fed up, and the Sixers finally gave in and traded him to Phoenix. Dream team, MVP, and a trip to the finals. Charles was among the 12 players to represent the USA during the 1992 Olympic Games in Barcelona.
And he was MVP
the first time
too.
ever that Americans had sent pro players to the Olympics. Charles was the best player on the Dream Team, leading the team.
Isn't that crazy? He was the best player on the Dream Team, and he led that team in scoring, bro. Isn't that crazy?
Scoring with 18 points per game on a phenomenal 71% shooting. After he won the gold in Barcelona, Barkley arrived in Phoenix in the best shape of his life. He never looked better. He never sounded more immersed in basketball, and his confidence was through the roof. Because for the first time since he was a rookie, he had a quality collection of teammates to accompany him. The Suns were led by him and fellow All-Stars Dan Marley and Kevin Johnson, and won 62 games in the regular season. The best record in the NBA, with 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists on average. Barkley deservingly won the Most Valuable Player award for the 92-93 season.
This man won the MVP award over Jordan, bro. Wow.
Chuck was fantastic throughout the playoffs, especially in the West Finals against the Sonics, where he pushed the Suns to victory with a triple-double in Game 7. In the finals, Barkley and the Suns were awaited by Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, who were aiming for a three-peat. The 93 finals is among the best final series in NBA history, where Jordan, Pippen, and Barkley played the best basketball of their careers. Chicago stole the first 2 wins in Phoenix. The Suns got the third game after 3 overtimes. In the fourth, Michael Jordan dropped 55 points for a close Bulls win, with Phoenix sending...
Hey yo, let's keep it real, bro. If Phoenix had a shooting guard that was remotely close to Michael Jordan, like that played the same way, like you know how Clyde Drexler was kind of like, you know, not mimicked, but like kind of play similar to Jordan. Like if Phoenix had that kind of player, they could have won. They could have at least went to Game 7, like 7 games, like at least. You know what I'm saying? But that's just that's just an observation from me. I don't know. Put it in the comments down below. But it's crazy to think. It's crazy to think about, though. It's crazy to think about. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
The series back to Arizona for 2 deciding games. In Game 6, the Suns had a 2-point lead with 15 seconds to go. But then John Paxson.
Sorry, I had to see if I was still recording, because yeah, you already know. There's been times where I would record, like I would think I'm recording, but I'm not recording, and I'm just watching the video. So bear with me, okay?
Times. In the fourth, Michael Jordan dropped 55 points for a close Bulls win, extending the series back to Arizona for 2 deciding games.
55 points!
In Game 6, the Suns had a 2-point lead with 15 seconds to go. But then John Paxson showed up and hit a 3 for the Bulls' 3rd championship title. Despite not excelling...
And this is for all you people who say, oh, but LeBron, if it wasn't for Ray Allen hitting that shot, then he would only have 1 championship. Bro, do you guys not know that John Paxson was the reason why they won that series too? So by y'all logic, if it wasn't for John Paxson, if it wasn't for Steve Kerr, Michael Jordan will only have like what, 2 rings? By y'all logic. Y'all gotta stop the bullshit, man. Y'all gotta stop hating, bro. Y'all gotta stop hating, bro. Y'all gotta stop hating. For real. Oh, but Ray Allen was the reason why. No. Ray Allen. Like, shut up. That's a LeBron hater's main argument. Oh, Ray Allen.
In all 6 matches, Barkley showed all the splendor of his talent, the transition game, the great understanding of geometry on the floor, the physical strength.
Like basketball is a team sport, bro. Basketball is a team sport. When LeBron was by himself, he was carrying his team to the finals. He was carrying his team to the first round and to pass the first round and to the finals. When Michael Jordan was by himself, he didn't even get to pass the first round, bro. Y'all gotta stop hating, bro. Real shit. And I know this has nothing to do with LeBron, but I'm just saying, I see y'all comments about oh, but Ray Allen is the reason why LeBron won that championship. Ray Allen. Like, yo, y'all, basketball is a team game, bro. Y'all forgetting that shit, bro. Like, y'all are forgetting this shit. Basketball is a team game. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. Your teammates are going to come through for you. That's what teammates are for, bro. When you're the star player, teammates are for that. Are for those big moments. Simple, bro.
Post-up game, mid-range shooting, and of course, rebounding.
Stop the bullshit.
He also showed a tremendous amount of heart and will to win. And although MJ defeated him in a direct clash, Barkley proved that he certainly had the right to put his hands on the MVP trophy that season. Chuck finished the series with averages of 27.3, 13, 5.5 on 48% shooting, which didn't even paint the picture of how good and dominant he was that year. Finals years and playoff disappointments.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Those numbers are really good, man. Those numbers are really, really good. Like, no cap, they are. They're really, really good. Like, those numbers are numbers that are good enough for any series. It's just when you got Michael Jordan, he's one of the greatest of all time, and you got Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? And then you got defensive. Their defense was really good that year too. So, you know,
Barkley was crushed by the defeat against the Bulls. A blank stare at the press conference after the finals said it all. The Suns had 2 more great seasons, but they lost twice in a row against the later champions Houston Rockets, after holding a 2-0 and 3-1 lead. Barkley then got into a beef with Kevin Johnson, and that shattered the Suns team, one of the best who failed to win the title. Barkley healed his wounds with another Olympic gold medal in 1996, where he was again the top scorer of the U.S. Olympic team, shooting a staggering 82% from the field. Chuck then went to Houston to try and win a championship with Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon, but the trio were no longer in their prime and could not make it to another NBA Finals. Barkley spent 4 years in Houston, and his production slowly but surely dropped in each of those 4 years. A quadriceps rupture sidelined him for 4 months in his last NBA season. But Charles returned because he wanted to leave the game on his own legs. He scored the last basket of his career after an offensive rebound against the Vancouver Grizzlies, after which he left the floor and finally said goodbye to basketball. Legacy.
Damn.
In 1986, Barkley became the shortest player in league history to win the NBA rebounding title with 14.6 rebounds per game. At 6'5", Barkley was out-rebounding 7-footers on the regular.
Yo, he was a rebound machine.
Bear in mind that he played in the golden era of NBA centers. Barkley never averaged less than 10 rebounds per game after his rookie season. And because he did this at 6'5", many believe that he was the best rebounder that ever played. Together,
he was only 6'5"? Oh my god!
With Dennis Rodman. He often told me, just shoot. I'll catch every miss and put it back in the basket. It was
Dennis Rodman
like
and him are definitely
his desire to
best.
catch the rebound was the biggest I've ever seen in my life. Said Hersey Hawkins, Charles' teammate for 4 seasons. Chuck was unstoppable in transition, very similar to LeBron James, as nobody put their body in front of a 250-pound freight train when he sprinted at full speed. When he got the ball deep in the low post, there was almost nothing that defense could do to stop him. Barkley combined his huge butt with astonishing explosiveness and scored almost without fail against players who were much taller than him. If there was a double team, Charles would always find an open teammate, which is proven by the career average of 4 assists per game, a big number for a power forward. If he won a title, he'd be higher on the list of the best NBA players in history. But even without one, he's among the 5 best players at his position and 50 best overall. Other than his stellar play on the court, Barkley had arguably the most colorful and controversial personality in NBA history. He was one of the best trash talkers ever, and this man would be arguing during the game with his coach, teammates, opponents, referees, and fans. And then he would deliver a cold-blooded performance of, say, 25 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists on 70% shooting, as if he was in deep focus throughout the game. With Barkley, it has never been boring. Chuck had the habit of expressing his opinion at any cost, no matter how much it clashed with good taste and social norms. And you could never guess what kind of controversial statement Barkley would give to the media. He made jokes about journalists, fans, and teammates, but he often laughed at himself, which translated to an exceptional TV career on TNT's Inside the NBA. With his quick-thinking humor and absolute lack of filter.
That Inside the NBA lineup is amazing, bro. I'm gonna truly miss it, you know?
Dexter changed sports television forever and became the best sports analyst in TV history, despite the fact he can't pronounce many of the current players' names, nor recognize half of them.
Oh my gosh, man. But yeah, man, with that being said, man, hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. Hope you guys have a blessed day. And yeah, man, with that being said, Charles Barkley was really good. He was really good, man. Sheesh. He played against the best of them, against Hall of Famers. He's a Hall of Famer, and I got respect for him, man. I got respect for Chuck, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, I'm out, man. Thank you for watching, and I'm out, man.